This is the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Shooting on, you got it, DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro and the DJI Mic 2 under the shirt. What I like about the mic is it's got a shutter button to record, a pair link button that is. And if I wanted to use a lavalier mic, and it gives me a much better sound than internal. They say, oh, don't wear the mic outside, it doesn't look professional. I'll tell you what, it looks very professional because people will tell you, hey, is that a DJI mic? Wow, I never knew it could sound that great. It has been a while since I picked up the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro because I've been using the extra Atto and sometimes the Ace Pro 2 and maybe occasionally the extra Sphere and the Insta360 X5. I dialed my settings down a little further with the EV value to being at in the negative 1.0 area. I shoot 4K, 30, 60 frames per second. It really doesn't make a difference in the frames per second, but when using Pro, you set your EV to negative 1.0, that's me, and the shutter speed, 1/100th over 8,000, 1/200 over 8,000 for the daytime. This is dawn, so it gets 1/100, so it doesn't do the jitters. And the ISO, simple as said, minimum through maximum. If it's daytime, then you could adjust it down lower on the maximum side, under 1600. I leave the auto white balance, but sometimes it's on 5400. The texture, -2. Video noise reduction, now on 0. Scene stabilization, I really don't make a difference. It's on sport. And if I forgot anything else, EIS horizon balance, so I could tilt my camera and have a little bit more crop. Oh, let me not forget, you have a rock steady, but it don't make a difference if you got, D-Warp standard on and you're using horizon balance. Well, you can ask DJI, hey, can we get that shutter button on the side? So when we hit the mode on and off short press, it records just like the top button. How about hand gesture? I don't even think it has hand gesture. I haven't updated my firmware since they basically did not care back in early winter time or late winter time of early 2026. I don't think I am going to be updating my firmware. Maybe I will. Check it out. I'm on the latest firmware. There is no other firmware and there's no hand gesture. And it is what it is. What they want you to do, they just want you to go buy the Action 6 and be updated that way. I made a video a little early on and I put it out there, and I had issues with the free framing selfie stick by Insta360. It wasn't good. It was mostly faulty. I said defaulted. It was faulty and had issues, and I did the best I can do with what I got. Why keep something that's defective and broken? You do, not me. I said I was gonna drill some holes, one on each side, find a thinner string, place it on. This way I don't have to lose it. Put a couple of knots on. A wonderful ride. I've never seen a block so empty. I remember coming down over here, getting some pizza. One of the great places to come to. No more. We're heading to the beach, to the amusement park. I'm taking my time getting there, and I'll probably switch on over to the Ace Pro 2. Yes, indeed. It'd be fair to do the first half with the Action 5 Pro and the second half with the Ace Pro 2. I did videos like that before. Always a tight squeeze and always somebody blocking, like the garbage cans and all. Well, you know what I'm going to be saying in a few seconds when I get on up there. Welcome to Cement City, baby. A supermarket of junk that just threw everything out in the trash bins and didn't care for beings in the world. Just can over can filled with trash like they went out of business. Don't you just love living in a dump? That's what it looks like. While I got a clean spot here, maybe I could talk a little. Oh man, that was just like a year's worth of garbage that everybody threw out in a second's time. My last vlog or two, it never showed that much garbage when I came down here and rode down and went down onto the side. Imagine all that garbage, man. And I'm still talking about Cement City, baby. What was it? $8 billion boardwalk restoration. It's starting. The doors are closed, but the trash still goes on. Well, it's the same old wall, same old wall. Nothing changed on the morrow. The fish was up there before, now it's no more. I find it just unbelievable that I struggled to edit the other day, and then yesterday I'm editing and I had no issues. It took me forever just to do one project, and the other project just went like that. And both softwares did mighty fine. I just don't get my machines at time. That is the parachute jump. One day they're going to reopen it. The World's Fair back in the early 30s. That's where it was at, right over here. A lot of history. Well, we got the sun rising in your eyes, not mine, almost in mine. Let's get on down. Maybe we could catch this barge, tugboat, going on by. We catch the tugboat, both cameras, and we are on the Ace Pro 2. I was in talk with Insta360 about the shutter, and I'm on the video with the screen up, and it don't have the photo button up there. They just say, hey, just be a little careful. Maybe they should pay a little bit more attention about their camera and how it works. Most of my shots are in pure video mode, and the problem is it don't have a photo shutter button, but in video mode we do. I'm going to have the screen flipped up right now, which it is, and if I stop it, will I get a photo shot? I have to be extra careful now not to hit it when the screen is flipped up. But when it's flipped down, the photo is on the same spot, but not where my shutter's at. So maybe they could, change it up, bring it up higher, flip it around. And that is a close-up shot of the barge and the tugboat. Let's get out of here. It's just crap all over the place. All the fish guts on the floor. It's just like clean up after yourself, then leave it on the floor. That's why they make little trays up there for you guys. Well, I talked about my settings. They're just about the same on this camera, but I can never get the shutter correctly set up. As we head on back, we'll pick a famous spot and hang on out. You can see in the distance the sun shining and the moisture in the air coming up. And yeah, the sun to be on me. Almost like the golden hour shining. Hard for me to see when I'm going back. I'm gonna have a fun day. I'm gonna meet up with Joe for sure. And I got a lot of beeswax happening. I'm not sure what it is until I see what it is. I don't want to hang out at Paul's daughter's. I want to hang out by Nathan's. So I'm backtracking. I can't use the remote control unless it's the mic Air. And today, the contest may be over and the mic Air Pro is coming out. It's a larger mic, which that I like, but still in a round fashion. If it was a nice square one, that'd be awesome. Maybe one day I'll get to a 3D printer, get one in my hands so I could, try to figure out CAD. But with all my troubles and this and that, I don't take the time to sit down and relax and work those problems, because it's not fun printing if you don't know what you're doing. And that's not what the highlight of the talk is about. The highlight talk about is, you got here is the Action 5 Pro, the Extra Edge Pro, and the new model that will be equivalent to the Action 6, which nobody knows the name but Extra, talking about the Muse 2 and the Muse 2 Pro, and they want you to pick a color. Well, we all know it's going to be black with a silverish top, looking like the first Muse. And it's already being produced out, but it's not going to be available for the holidays right now, maybe midsummer. Well, we all enjoy now springtime through fall. We don't love getting a new camera when winter hits, especially when it's a camera made for content creators. This is how I'm feeling today. Tomorrow will be a little different, and the day after it may go back, and the day after that it may be entirely different. I'm not going to be with the GoPro Mission Pro for the reasons of, they basically said it's a 60 cm camera that got to hold my arms all the way out there, and it's a larger camera with giant buttons. I don't know if I like it until I see real people test it. I do need to get a better machine if I am going to go with GoPro, because their bit rate doubled all the other cameras that are out there on the market. I have a Lenovo Yoga 7i, and I have a Mac Air, a M1, and it's 8 gig. And it does pretty good when I edit the things I want to do. I got no problems with it. I haven't done super duper long edits, but it does a great job, and I need to get a new computer. A Macintosh M5 16-inch. I'm just not sure which one to get in that fashion that I could do 8K. No hesitate. I have a couple of browser windows open, watching Pluto TV and watching TikTok while editing, and having 1 or 2 or 3 rendering and uploading. And that is where the issue I have with my machine now. Before, I never had an issue. Basically, I could watch Pluto, I could have something exported and rendering and uploading to YouTube, TikTok, and Amazon without an issue, and watching a YouTube video all at the same time. Now, I get problems. I have 3 machines. One is from Apple, the top of the line, which is $5,000. One's from Costco, which is the second to the top of the line, and that is $4,000 plus. And the third one, I was just looking for one that, whoever has it. The smart thing is to hold off and wait for that OLED screen, touch screen, M6 chip. I'm having a good time with the extra mousse. I had it out yesterday and I grabbed a couple of shots. And, you know, one time it stayed on because I'm not sure if I hit it on or what. I just heard some noise and Loctite, and there goes my bike rack. Just came right off. Well, maybe I could get this off. Yeah, I got an Allen key with me. Let's see if it fits. Yes, it does. Time to take it off and hold it on. I used one of my lights. I got it off. I'll take my time riding. It's hard to find those bolts, screws, nuts, and washers. That thing lasted me, what, a year? Not a big deal. Maybe I'll just remove it and ride without a bike rack. But I'll fix it up later and find some screws. If not, tie wraps will hold it. Duct tape, 1 million uses. Well, that didn't last too long. Let's see, maybe I'll take it off over here. Now that's a screw. I'll take it off over here, see if I could get this off. I just love hands always being in the way. Well, it's time for me to put you away, carry the bike rack in my hands, and pedal on home without anything else falling off. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next wonderful day. Enjoy. That's the Cannondale Adventure 2. It's an unbelievable bike, but it's not a Cannondale Adventure 2 bike rack.